Andrew, one of Jesus Christ's 12 apostles, holds a significant yet often understated role in the Christian scriptures. His life and actions reveal a deeply spiritual individual with a profound commitment to Jesus' ministry, highlighted by his readiness to recognize and proclaim the Messiah. According to Jehovah's Witnesses and the content presented on jw.org, Andrew's story is one of humility, service, and evangelism. Early life and background. Andrew was the son of Jonah, also called John, and the brother of Simon Peter. He grew up in Bethsaida, a small fishing village along the northern shore of the Sea of Galilee, later relocating to nearby Capernaum. Both towns were hubs of fishing activity, and Andrew, like his brother, was a fisherman by trade. This profession required physical strength, endurance, and teamwork, qualities that likely shaped Andrew's character and prepared him for his later role as an apostle. Andrew and Peter, along with James and John, the sons of Zebedee, worked together in what appears to have been a family-operated fishing business. These partnerships reflect the communal lifestyle of Galilean fishermen and their dependence on mutual trust and cooperation. Encounter with John the Baptizer and Jesus. Before meeting Jesus, Andrew was a disciple of John the Baptizer. John's fiery preaching and his role in preparing the way for the Messiah deeply influenced Andrew. He was among the first to hear John's bold declaration, "Look, the Lamb of God." John chapter 1 verses 35 to 40. At this pivotal moment, Andrew, along with another of John's disciples, likely the Apostle John, the son of Zebedee, chose to follow Jesus. Their initial encounter with Jesus was transformative. After spending a day with him, Andrew became convinced that Jesus was the promised Messiah. His conviction prompted immediate action. He sought out his brother Peter and proclaimed, "We have found the Messiah." John chapter 1 verse 41. Andrew's role as the first disciple to bring someone to Jesus exemplifies his evangelistic zeal, a quality that Jehovah's Witnesses emphasize as a model for modern discipleship. The call to apostleship. Andrew's formal call to discipleship came later, near the Sea of Galilee. While Andrew and Peter were casting their nets, Jesus called them to leave their work and become fishers of men. Matthew chapter 4 verses 18 to 20. Mark chapter 1 verses 16 to 18. Without hesitation, they left their nets and followed him. This act of immediate obedience reflects Andrew's faith and readiness to prioritize spiritual pursuits over material concerns. Key moments in Jesus' ministry. Andrew was present at several notable events during Jesus' ministry, often acting as a bridge between Jesus and others. For instance, feeding of the 5,000. Andrew played a pivotal role in facilitating one of Jesus' most well-known miracles. When a large crowd gathered, and food was scarce, Andrew brought forward a boy with 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish. Although Andrew questioned how such a small amount could feed so many, his action demonstrated his willingness to bring even modest offerings to Jesus. John chapter 6 verses 8 to 9. Jehovah's Witnesses often highlight this story as an example of faith in Jesus' ability to multiply what little we have for the benefit of many. Introducing Greeks to Jesus. During Passover, some Greeks expressed a desire to see Jesus. They approached Philip, who consulted Andrew. Together, they brought the request to Jesus. John chapter 12 verses 20 to 22. This episode illustrates Andrew's openness to including others in Jesus' teachings, foreshadowing the eventual spread of the Christian message beyond the Jewish community. Private conversations with Jesus. Andrew was one of the 4 apostles, along with Peter, James, and John, who privately asked Jesus about the destruction of the temple and the signs of his future presence. Mark chapter 13 verses 3 to 4. His inclusion in this intimate discussion underscores his close relationship with Jesus and his deep interest in spiritual matters. Andrew's character and legacy. Andrew's actions consistently reveal a man of humility and service. Unlike his brother Peter, who often took a leadership role, Andrew seemed content to work in the background. He did not seek prominence but focused on introducing others to Jesus and facilitating their faith. Jehovah's Witnesses view Andrew as a model of effective evangelism. His eagerness to share the good news about Jesus, starting with those closest to him, aligns with their emphasis on family and personal ministry. Andrew's willingness to assist others, even when the outcome seemed uncertain, as in the feeding of the 5,000, highlights the importance of faith and initiative in serving God. Later life and death. The scriptures do not provide detailed information about Andrew's activities after Jesus' resurrection. However, Early Christian tradition suggests that Andrew continued to preach and spread the gospel in various regions, including Greece and Asia Minor. Some accounts indicate that he was martyred for his faith, reportedly crucified on an X-shaped cross. Andrew's relevance today. For Jehovah's Witnesses, Andrew's life offers valuable lessons in discipleship. His willingness to follow Jesus without hesitation, his zeal for introducing others to the Messiah, and his humility in serving behind the scenes all serve as examples for Christians today. Andrew's story encourages believers to trust in Jehovah's provision, take initiative in sharing their faith, and remain steadfast in their spiritual responsibilities. In summary, Andrew's legacy is one of quiet strength, unwavering faith, and selfless dedication to Jesus' ministry. Through his actions, he demonstrated that even those who work in the background can play vital roles in God's purpose, a reminder that every disciple's contribution is valuable in the service of Jehovah.